Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you may be. Welcome. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. And how does it get even better? What else is possible? I wanted to speak about the energy of freedom today. There's an energetic portal happening on Monday. Full moon is happening on Monday, and it also happens to correspond with a holiday called Passover. And what's so beautiful about this, the energy of Passover, is that it tells a story in order to, let's say, illustrate the energy that's available. It tells a story of when the Israelites fled Egypt and had the opportunity to go to the promised land. And then when they got to the promised land, there was that little thing standing in their way called the Red Sea. And when they got to the Red Sea, they were like, "Oh my gosh, what do we do now?" And there's this beautiful passage where Moses says to God, "Well, what are we supposed to do now?" And God says, "Why are you crying to me?" It's so powerful. And there's one particular Israelite that just charges through the Red Sea. And when he gets almost, it says that he was basically almost drowning, and then the Red Sea parted. The Red Sea parted. And once the Red Sea began to part, all the Israelites and Moses plowed through the Red Sea to the other side, to Israel. And I love this story, not for the typical story that it is, but really for what it's inviting us to look at in our lives. And in that story, the Red Sea is representing anything that we feel is impossible in our lives, anything that we feel is impossible. And when that moment when Moses says to God, well, what are we supposed to do now? This is a moment that represents our ego. Okay. And what do we do in times of crisis? Or what do we do when we come up against a challenge? It is said that what they wanted to do is they wanted to run back to Israel. They wanted to run back into slavery. But running back into slavery, they would have had right into the Egyptians who were already chasing after them. And so the choice that one Israelite, Nachshon was his name, one choice that this Israelite made to break through his ego and to trust and to have complete certainty in the challenge in crossing the Red Sea, he dove headfirst. And that's when the universe, in this story, the creator, supported him and pushed and created a miracle. So what is it saying to us? It's saying to us, there's nothing in our lives that is impossible. There is nothing that is impossible. It's important to identify what the Red Sea is in our life, because then we can look at it and say, okay, what is required for me to cross through this almost mountainous, impossible feat? Ask, what is it? What is required of me? And then you've got to take an action. We have to act. If we don't act, we may not get the benefits and the results that the creator is asking for, that the creator is going to help us with. The universe is always supporting us no matter what. But when we take action, the littlest actions are reverberated exponentially in our situation and in our lives. So, first of all, what is the challenge that you are being faced with right now? What is the miracle that you're asking for? And what is the action you're willing to take towards creating that miracle in your life? This is a great time to kind of have that awareness, because on Monday, on this particular full moon, we have the opportunity to really change our destiny, so to speak. We have the opportunity to actually receive and have and be that miracle. And I'm sure many of you, all of us have experienced miracles in our lives to some degree, right? And I am sure that in that space, that each and every one of us has also looked and said, wow, that changed me, right? So, what miracles are there that are coming into our lives that are available to us that may just actually change us, change our lives, change who we are, and change our destiny? Okay. So, miracles and wonders to everyone. Let's go ahead and begin our meditation. Let's close our eyes and find ourselves in our heart. And as we become present with this energy, let's begin by taking 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now let's shift our energy to the center of the earth. And as we shift our awareness to the center of the earth, let's imagine this beautiful energy swirling in the center of the earth. And from here, let's imagine this energy scooping up fresh earth energy, coming up through the soles of our feet, through our ankles, our calves, our knees, and our thighs, and traveling up through all of our chakras, and popping up outside the top of our head and forming a beautiful ball of light. Now see yourself in this ball of light. And imagine this ball of light traveling up out of the space that you're in, higher and higher and higher and faster and faster and faster. Imagine that ball of light lifting you up beyond there, out past Earth's atmosphere and out into outer space, through different planets and galaxies and the Milky Way, and higher and higher and higher beyond there, out into different layers of light. Some light, some dark. Imagine those layers lifting you up out into a beautiful golden-like light, and through a golden-like light into a jelly-like substance light, and through the jelly-like substance light into a beautiful pink haze, which is the law of compassion. And through the law of compassion, you enter into the 7th plane of all that is, the plane of creation, of oneness, and of complete totality. From here, we will expand our energy out and ask for some downloads for the group today. And as a reminder, all you have to do is say yes to receive them. So would you like to know what it feels like, and that you know how to acknowledge whatever challenge that you may be going through or whatever challenge is in front of you, to acknowledge the challenge that's in front of you and to allow yourself to know that there is always a way through it? If you like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like, and that you have the courage and the strength and the power to push through every challenge? You have what is required within you. And would you like to know what it feels like and that you know how to, when to, where to, that it's safe for you to ask and invite the Creator's light, the Creator's energy into your life, into those challenges? And would you like to know the Creator's definition of a miracle? That you are a miracle and that it's safe for you to acknowledge and ask for miracles in your life. If you like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like to let go of our perception of what a miracle is? So, how often do we say, I want a miracle and I want the miracle to look like this? And we go, okay, God, please make sure my miracle looks just like this. And then your miracle might not look just like that, but it looks exactly like what was required in that moment. So, would you like to know what it feels like to acknowledge the miracles that are happening around you and let go of your attachment to what the miracles have to look like or what a miracle is? If you like that, say yes. Would you like to know what it feels like to know that you can be a miracle for others and that it's safe for you to be a miracle for others? And that you know how to, when to, where to, and that you're worthy of being a miracle for others? If you'd like that, say yes. And would you like to know what it feels like, tastes like, smells like, sounds like, is like, in every single cell of your body to acknowledge that you are a miracle? You're worthy of acknowledging yourself as a miracle, and that it's safe for you to be a miracle. Great. So let's create some miracles for others today, shall we? So we're going to do our healing for those of you who may be joining for the first time. We are doing a healing for others. You can contribute names onto our Facebook page, The Provocative Intuitive. And the way in which to create a miracle for someone else, to see a healing for somebody else, is to just imagine them surrounded in the Creator's love and in the Creator's light, pure white, unconditional love, and just see them happy, healthy, safe, protected, abundant, prosperous, whatever it is. So let's please send a healing, unconditional light and love to Susie, also to Elena. Let's also please send healing and light to Uncle Gary. And let's please send unconditional healing and light to G, and also to Sarah and Linda. Let's send healing to Tom, to Carrie, and to Martha. Let's please send contributions to Grace and to Becky and Sean. Also to Will, let's please send healing to Will and to Janine. Last but not least, would you guys like to know that you are unconditional love and that you be unconditional love and that unconditional love is your birthright? If you'd like that, say yes. Now let's take our palms and rub our palms together. Faster and faster and faster and faster and faster. Now place your palms over your eyes. Your eyes are the windows to your soul. When you're ready, you can open up your eyes, allow that energy to come into your body and into your being. Place your hands on your heart. Congratulate yourself and thank yourself for being here and for showing up today. Thank you guys so much. So wonderful to see so many people on. And have a great day. Thank you, everyone. Sending lots of love to you all. I love you, Mom.